Hey FlossTube friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Robin and this is my channel, Lady Robins. If you're interested, I'm also on Instagram under the same name, although I will confess I haven't posted anything up there lately because I have a couple of finishes and I wanted to show you first and then I'll put them up on Instagram. But anyway, welcome to my channel. This is a channel where I talk about my absolute favorite hobby, cross stitch. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. I hope that you enjoy what you see, that you will subscribe, comment, do all that stuff. And if you're a returning friend and subscriber, welcome back. Thank you for coming back time after time. I really appreciate all of you following and commenting and telling me what you're up to. So yeah, let's talk about the stitching, shall we? Let's see, it's been 3 weeks since my last video. I had to take an extra week. Yeah, I did something dumb and I ended up bruising a kidney, and anyway, I'm fine now, but I needed about 2 days to recover from that, because I don't know if you've ever had kidney problems, but man, that was painful. So anyway, that's behind me now, thank the Lord, right? And in front of us is cross stitch. So I have some finished objects. I have some fully finished objects. I've got a new start. We have all sorts of goodness to talk about today. So grab your beverage. I remembered mine today. I am in Edmonton in my beloved Starbucks You Are Here mug. There's nothing fancy in this mug. It's just plain water, but I have been complaining about, feeling slightly off, and I think it's because I haven't been drinking my water, because now that it's a little colder, water doesn't sound as good. I'd rather have a hot chocolate. So I need to change my evil ways and get back to my water. So here we are, back to the water. All right. Okay, so I have my book of days down on the counter in front of me. Here you can see this is my October, and things that are highlighted are special things. So yellow is new starts. I had 4 new starts in the month of October. The cool thing is, though, of those new starts, 2 of them were also finished. So where am I? The pink color is when it's an FO, and the green color is when it's an FFO, and then the blue is when I film with FlossTube. So as you can see, I did a really lousy job of FlossTube last month. I only filmed once. Let's see if we can do a better job in November, shall we? So since I've let the cat out of the bag that I have had a couple of finishes, I thought, let's start there, shall we? Okay, they're right next to me. I started and finished and FFO'd this all in the month of October, which I'm pretty sure has never ever happened to me. So I'm kind of proud of myself. This is Candy Corn and Pumpkin by Stitches by Ethel, and it just couldn't be cuter. I just adore it. So I found some fabric in my fabric stash. I just used that. I had some Lady Dot Create chenille. I think this is called Jack. And yeah, I just was dying to get this thing finished in time for Halloween. And I'm looking down. I did it with 5 days to spare. But I'm thinking, it's so cute. It doesn't necessarily only say Halloween, because we eat pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving, so I'm leaving this guy up. I just think it's adorable. So in case you're curious, I stitch it almost all the way around on my sewing machine, and then I usually give myself about a 2-inch opening, which I whip stitch closed on the bottom, and then the Lady Dot chenille, I glue it. I have taken a page out of Sherry, the Colorado Cross Stitcher's book. She glues her trimming on her little decorative pillows, and I'm like, well, if Sherry can do it, I can do it. So I've glued things before. I don't know what happens. Me and the glue bottle are not best friends. So I have learned for myself that I just, squirt out, some of the glue. I use Aleene's tacky glue, and I just dip a pencil or a paintbrush. I think I used a paintbrush this time into the glue, and then I just, dab it along the edge. I put the chenille down, get more glue, dab it along the edge, put the chenille down, and then I just stick straight pins through it until it is dry. And I think it turned out super cute. Yeah, I am really happy with this little guy. So there is a start, an FO, and an FFO all in the month of October. Stitches by Ethel. Again, if you haven't seen her patterns, they're adorable. They're adorable. They usually have a mouse or some sort of little creature in her patterns. They're super sweet. So that is my first fully finished object. The second fully finished object I have for you is something that I stitched a long time ago. Like, this has probably been in the under the bed box for a year, maybe two. I'll have to consult my stitching journal, but I have finally finished Coverlet Houses by the Scarlet House. This is a repurposed frame from Goodwill. My husband, he cuts them down and makes them work. And I think I told you last time I was contemplating putting glass, and as you can see from the reflection, I did add glass to this one. And 100 years ago when I was younger, right, I used to do soldering, and I would take glass and I would make little charms, and I would make charm bracelets, and I would, solder them and put the jump ring on it and the whole 9 yards. And so I have a really super nice glass cutter and a mat to hold the glass straight and even. And so you guys, I don't know if you can see, but this glass, sometimes when you pick up a picture frame, the glass wiggles just ever so slightly back and forth. You can kind of push it back and forth. There's, just a little bit of slop. I have it exactly perfect. I am so proud of myself. Again, my glass cutting skills have not diminished in the years it's been since I broke those tools out. So anyway, here is my finish on Coverlet Houses by the Scarlet House. This was a kit. I bought a kit, and it came with fabric, it came with silk, and of course the chart. So I can't tell you exactly what it's stitched on. I might have made notes in my stitch journal. If you're just dying to know, let me know. I will see if I can, give you some clue as to what it is. But there we go. There is my second FFO for the video. So yeah, pretty cool, right? And then, not to be outdone, give me just a second while I shuffle things about on my desk. I don't want to drop my water on stitching. Like I said, I have two fully finished objects. One of them, I think did I show you? I'm looking down at my notes. Nope, I hadn't started this when last I filmed. So this is 11 Pipers Piping in the 12 Days of Christmas Stocking series by Annie Beaz. So here is my cute little, 11 Pipers Piping. I think I said drummers, 11 Pipers Piping. So here is my finish on that. And then later this month, I will start number 12, which will be the last one. And then I will get down to FFOing all of them so I can get them up on my Christmas tree. So again, here is number 11 in that series. There's there's red and there's white beads in it. It's just adorable. I'm really happy that I picked up that series. So there's my my first FO, and then I think I've got, do I have it? Yep. So here's the last one. I'm going to do the 12 drummers drumming. So this is the very last one, and I'm raring to go and start that. So I've been just having such a great time working on these. It's been super fun. So there's that. And then what was the other one that I was going to talk about? Oh, a new start. Wait a minute, was there another FO? You know what's confusing me? Is I've got two things highlighted in pink on my journal, but the other thing was the candy corn and pumpkin, which went from pink to green because it's finished. So we only really have 3 things to show off in that vein. All right, so the next thing is whips. I have whips like you can't believe over here. It's amazing what you end up touching in 3 weeks. And I do have the new start that I talked about, so let's get after it. Okay, so I'm trying not to throw everything on the floor. That would be good, and I just bumped the camera. Apologies, friends. So one of my whips that I always get a little bit on it, it would be a good piece to target in 2025 for a finish. I am still working on Little Women by the Stitching Book Club, and in case you haven't seen it, she is starting a sale. In fact, I think she started it last week on Dracula, and what she has posted already looks fantastic. At some point, I will do that, but I'm not going to purchase it now. I've got plenty to stitch. I'm a little disappointed when I look on my whip list. I'm back up to 17 whips. At one point in the year, I was down to 12, and I was like, woohoo, I can get it to 10, and then the wheels fell off the bus. So we're back up to 17. Okay, so anyway, here is Little Women, and I've been working on the roof of the house. And so since last we got together, it's just been filling in that peak and then getting a few more of these rows of color on the roof. So I'll have to look at my Magazine Monthly cross stitch challenge. I don't know that this is gonna get any time next month, but it got some time this month, so good for this cute little piece. I've just got to finish it up. It's gonna take longer than I think. I'm not a fan of houses. I just find houses so boring. Back and forth. Oops, I counted too long. Too many stitches, and now I'm into the window, and now I've got to back everything out. Houses and I are not good friends. So I think that's what's holding me up on this one is, you know, the other elements I think are adorable. Houses, I just don't find them all that interesting. Sorry, you house fans out there. The next whip that I touched was Harbor Haven. So I'm still working on scene number 5, and I wanted to get through scene number 6 completed by the end of December. Who knows? Who knows? I am gonna take a 1-week trip down and visit my sister and brother-in-law in Arizona, and my husband is gonna come with us. I am so happy. He has never been to Arizona. He is not a sun and heat fan at all. So there was a bit of negotiation, but in the end, he has decided that maybe he can do Arizona in December. So we're gonna leave the college kid here to guard the house, and we're gonna go. So Harbor Haven might be my Arizona stitch. I've been already trying to figure out what am I going to take when I go to Arizona. But the other thing is, it's got to be something that's easy to transport. And this thing has got a lot of colors. In fact, I have one of the old Doris floss boxes, and it's almost full. So who knows? I'll have to figure it out. You know how you do. So anyway, here is where I am on chart number 5 in Harbor Haven. And so I've been working down in this area, and so this is all water fill-in. So that's good stitching when we're watching TV in the evening. So that's why I'm thinking this might be a really good stitch down in Arizona, because for chatting, I don't have to be constantly consulting the chart. So that's why I'm thinking this might be really good. And then I still have to pull the tree up and then put the, the branches and the leaves. And I think, yeah, there's one little back-stitched seagull. So this is pretty close to a finish for scene number 5. So that's where I got to on Harbor Haven. And I think I do have this on my Whip Go for November. And we'll talk about that at the end of the video, what my plans are. So there you go. So there's Harbor Haven. You know me. I always forget until like halfway through the video to say what my flosses are and what my fabric is. If you need that information, you just email me and I will get it to you. But I'm not doing anything fancy except for the water. I changed out the watercolors to 2 overdyes so they'd have a little variegation. Okay, so the next in my stack of whips is a new start, because last month on my Whip Go, I had written Stitch on a Piece by Brenda Gervais. I couldn't believe it. I didn't have any started Brenda Gervais. I thought, I'm thinking when I made the Whip Go board, maybe I had one, or maybe I thought I had one. So anyway, I had to have a new start for that so that I could complete my Whip Go. So what I decided to start was Autumn Splendor. You guys look at that. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? I love it. And it's not big. It's a fairly modest sized piece. I'm actually going to take it out because it's something like, 79 by 65. I'm trying to remember. I want to tell you. All right, let's see. Here's the chart. Here's the chart. Where are the details? Yeah, the stitch count on this, it's a complete square, 69 by 69. So it's not a whopper. So that will be also a fairly easy stitch. And I have been finding that. So let me see. This is, I'm doing something different. I'm stitching on 36 count on this one with 1/2. Okay, so here is my start on Autumn Sampler. Yeah. Doesn't it look good? And let me tell you, those white stitches, they're laying nice. They're laying super nice on this 36 count fabric. And this is just Antique Ivory by Zweigart. So it's not ever dyed. It's just, it's just a really good basic for stitching a cutie patootie little piece like that. So yeah, I've got pretty much this part done. I always think that looks like wallpaper. Isn't that cute? I just love it. It's really sweet. So there you go. So that was my my new start so that I could complete my Whip Go. All right, so let me put this back in the bag. All right, so then the next thing that I worked on, and I just finished all the stitching last night. So this is an FO. This is my first FO for November. And it is the Jeannette Douglas garden box. So there it is. And I now have all 4 of the little bits finished. So here we are. So there's the big piece. There's the 2 little pieces. It'd be nice if I had that going the right way for you. So there's the bigger piece with the bee skep. And then here's the bird, and this will, you know, be kind of like the biscornu. And then here is the long piece that will go across the bottom in the box. And you've seen it before. I've got the box, and I do have the embellishment pack. So when I get around to it, I've got everything I need to FFO this. But that's going to take, or this is going to take backseat to finishing all those stockings. So this will ride around in the under the bed box for a little bit, because I figure once I'm done with those stockings, we will be hard into Christmas prep. So I don't expect to be FFOing anything in December. I'll be too distracted. All right, so my next whip, and this was also, I guess this would be also a start in November, not October. Yeah, I started it on the 1st of November. Okay. This is pre-stitching for the Jingle Ball. So I signed up to take the penny basket class, and I've just been having a complete blast working on this thing. And this one is also, I'm stitching it on a 36 count Picture This Plus vellum, and I'm using all the called for flosses, and it's stitching up super cute. Look at that. So I just have to, you know, finish the urn down here at the bottom. And then there's some fill-in, some green fill-in on some leaves up in here. And then my pre-stitch for the penny basket will be done. So if you're taking the penny basket class at the Jingle Ball, see you there. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. It was one of those classes where I kept thinking, I should be able to figure out how to do pennies on my own, because I'm really interested in doing that. And I actually I picked up an embroidery kit at the Sewing Expo in Puyallup, which is, you know, like 2 or 3 towns over from me. And they have a big Sewing Expo every, I think it's February or March. Anyway, I picked one of those, I picked up a kit, and it was great because everything was pre-cut. So I didn't have to sit and cut the pennies. It's all ready to go. But I started doing the blanket stitch to attach them. By the time I was done, the penny on top had slid, so it was no longer exactly in the center. Drives me crazy, stuff like that. And so I was trying to figure out, okay, what do you do? You know, how do you get that darn thing from moving? Well, apparently the same glue that you do English paper piecing with, you can just put a dab of that in the middle and let it dry. And I've also heard you can staple them. Who knew? I mean, people are so smart. But anyway, because I'd had problems with pennies in the past, I was just like, I'm just going to sign up for the class. It sounds like a fun class, and who knows, maybe I'll get some more tips and tricks about how to keep the pennies exactly in the center. So anyway, that's one of my Jingle Ball classes. All right, now I think I only have one more whip to show you that I've touched in the last 3 weeks, and this one is also going to get, you know, quite a bit of stitching on because I need it done. Like, I need it done in 3 weeks. it is my Be Thankful turkey from the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. It's this one. This is your fall 2023 issue. So I have been working on that. And when last we got together, I think I told you that I had stitched, well, I know I told you, I stitched one of the tail feathers in the wrong color. And I backed it out because I just wanted it to be the right color. So I have started this, this last tail feather. And if I'm not mistaken, okay, that means I have, for feathers, I still have this, you know, finish this one. There's one over here and then the two over here that'll be in matching colors. So I just have 4 tail feathers to do. I've got to put his little body in, his cute little feet, and then finish the border. I feel like I should be able to do that within the next 3 weeks, and then find a frame and frame it and get it up before Thanksgiving meal. That's my hope. Hopes and dreams, right? Okay, so that is all of my stitching, all of my whips. Yeah, I'm just having a good time with my stitching. So, what else? You want to see some haul? Yeah, there was haul, you guys. Let me move this out of the way. So besides Jingle Ball, there was some other haul. I went down to Acorns and Threads for their open house a few Saturdays ago with 3 other girlfriends. My friend Lynn, my friend Caroline, my friend Debbie. Yeah, so anyway, when I was down at the open house, one of the things that was super fun is Krista West, whose book Everyday Folk, she was down there and she was, you know, she was autographing her book, so I got my book autographed. She did have a couple of charts available, but she had this, which is a little kit, so it's all ready to go. It's got fabric, it's got the floss, and I adore this book. This book is so cool. You know, I hesitate to, you know, to flip through it because before I know it, I'll show you a pattern. Let's see here. Look at this. Isn't that yummy? I mean, they're all like that. I mean, and look at the stuff on the front. Yeah. So I was very excited to meet Krista. She is absolutely adorable and lovely, and she's going to be one of 2 designers at the Pacific Northwest Stitch Summit next year in 2025. I can hardly wait to sign up. I'm really looking forward to that, along with Gigi, who is the artsy housewife. So I mean, those two women are absolutely amazing, and it was really nice to meet Krista and talk to her. So I got her book, I got that little kit, and then Beth Twist released these little ornaments for right before Christmas. These are hysterical. These are so good. We were I was watching, I think it was Steph from Lindy Stitches. She was talking about this. She called this the Millennium Falcon. My husband and I, in unison, because we are those people, said, "That's the Enterprise." We can tell you what all of these ornaments, what movies or TV shows they were based on. We are those people. So I had to, you have to have that. So that was pretty much all I bought down at Acorns. I did treat myself to a couple pairs of scissors because I'm always on the lookout for scissors that have just super sharp points that when you have to unstitch, you can get under the floss without cutting the ground cloth. I found 2 pair of scissors that are phenomenal. In fact, do I have them here? Yeah. This little guy, and then this little guy. What makes this guy cool, I don't know if you can even see that, but they're curved slightly up on the end. Do you see that? So that way you really are guaranteed to not cut your ground fabric. I think those are amazing. My girlfriend Carla, hi Carla, she says those are the only scissors she used. Oh my gosh, I have to have the scissors that Carla has. So anyway, yeah, it was so fun to see everybody. And you know, the wheels didn't completely fall off the bus down there. So, all right. I ordered this through, was it through Lindy Stitches? But this is Hands-On Design and Summer House Stitchworks together. It's their Between Friends a fall sampling. There are so many cute things. Like these pumpkins are in there. Of course, this cute little sampler is in there. There's a bell pole. Oh, let's see here. I guess it's more a needle roll. Oh my gosh. Anyway, it's all wonderful. So I got that. The other thing that came is I am in the silver needles, a little help from our friends Stitching Club. So you get a chart and some flosses and usually the fabric every other month. And this month's yumminess is from Hello from Liz Matthews, and it's a Stitcher's tree. And so I can hardly wait to try my hand at that. And then my girlfriend Lynn, she bought this Shepherd's Bush kit twice, and so she passed me her extra. Thank you, Lynn. So I'm looking forward to stitching that. And then I received my kit from Janine McGowan, who is the Blue Flower, for her festive forest class at the Jingle Ball. And so that's the chart. And then look at this, you guys. This is the flosses. I've even unboxed it. I need to get this all sorted out so I can start my pre-stitching on that. Yeah, and then finishing stuff and, you know, trims and all sorts of stuff. Chocolate, oh my goodness. And then it did come with fabric. Sorry, Janine, I wasn't a fan. So I have decided to stitch mine on a 32 count water lily, which this is pretty true to color. It's a really light green, which matches in my head closer to what is pictured on the chart. The cypress, my piece of cypress was really dark, and I didn't think that would look good in my house. So I'm drunk with power, Janine. I am changing out the fabric. So I have made that swap for myself. I'm still waiting on one more kit. I went nuts. I went absolutely nuts for classes at the Jingle Ball because I haven't been able to take classes because I always work Saturdays when I worked at the library. So I'm really, there the wheels fell off the bus. Let's see here. Oh, I want to say thank you to viewer Susie. She sent me a really nice thank you card for something that I had sent her, along with a little goodie for me and my Starbucks Words are hard. Addiction. So thank you, Susie. I really appreciate that. I will use that right away. Okay, what else do I have to show you? I got a library book I want y'all to go put on your holds list. It is called Needles Out by Nicole Vogelsinger. Needles Out, excuse me, by Nicole Vogelsinger. You guys, this thing is eye candy to the max. To the max. So it's more than just cross stitch. It is embroidery, but it is her, you know, she doesn't just stop with fabric and floss. She fussy cuts things. She adds embellishments like nobody's business. Can you see all this? Anyway, this book is so cool. It's going on my Christmas list. I want my husband to surprise me with this under the tree. I mean, look at it. Look at this stuff. Ugh, it's so cool. Anyway, go check it out from the library and then put it on your Christmas list like I'm going to do. And then the other thing I will tell you, a lot of times I find the writing in books like this to be, I don't know, almost kind of stodgy and I don't know. I mean, you probably know what I'm saying. You're reading it, it's very authoritative, and her personality shines through in the writing. It is so readable. I just want to stitch everything in this book just because her words are so great and they're so inspiring. It kind of reminds me of Krista West in the sense that her enthusiasm for her craft is just seared into the pages of this book, and I adore it. So if you need another book about stitching, Needles Out. Yeah, highly recommend. Okay, so the only thing to finish up with is the winners for the giveaways and what my plans are. So my plans are really simple. I'm just going to do my whip go. The calls for me for November are to bag up my fancy floss, which is all over the counter here, and transfer my PDF patterns from my old laptop to my new laptop. I haven't done that. And my new laptop is at least 6 months old. So I need to move them so they're safe. In terms of the magazine monthly challenge, it is filled with Jingle Ball pre-stitching. So anyway, I've got, I'm waiting on the gingerbread house kit from Stacy Nash. That's the last one I need, and I think she was waiting on something. So she's been emailing us. I don't feel any panic, except that there's absolutely no way I'm going to get that stitched, completely stitched at this point. But I'll just do what I can do. So I'm going to work on the gingerbread house from Stacy Nash. I'm going to work on the penny basket, which I showed you earlier. That will be finished. I'm going to stitch on the Be Thankful turkey. I'm hoping for a finish on that. I'm going to stitch on Festive Forest, which is the blue flower kit for Jingle Ball. I'm also going to stitch on Huckleberry Farm, Harbor Haven, and the 12 Drummers. That's enough stitching for 1 month, don't you think? So that's my plans for November. Okay, so what you've all been waiting for, who won what, right? The Ye Old Crow sampler is going to Debbie Mason 1195. Okay, so Debbie Mason, 1195, you have won, ye old crow. So I will have my email address in the drop-down box, so just send me your complete name and mailing address so I can drop this in the mail to you. Next, for Let Every Creature, which I had 2 copies of, that is going to JWW9900. So JWW9900, you are the winner of Let Every Creature. And then for the Little House Needleworks Needlework Shop, that is going to Cindy Duran 9519. So Cindy, this one's for you. And then lastly, our Teresa Kogut Up on the Rooftop. That is going to Southern Louisiana Stitcher. So you guys, congratulations. I am looking forward to sending these off in the mail to you. So again, my email will be in the drop-down box, but it's ladyrobins1@gmail.com. So please shoot me an email and I will get those out in the mail just as soon as I can. So before I let you go, I have got a couple of charts that I would like to pass along again, and I feel like I got to get them going since they are holiday themed. So from Plum Street, I've got Kringle and Woolard. Kringle and Woolard. So on this one, let's see. I need to make myself a note. How about sheep? Say sheep. For if you want to win this chart. And then the other one I have for today is from the Blue Flower. And it is Autumn's Hymn by the Blue Flower. And as a bonus, I've got the Cypress Fiber on a Whim linen. This was in my stash, and I think it must have come maybe in a subscription box. I don't really know for sure, but it'll be both the linen and the chart. And then for this, let's just say autumn. Okay, so those are the 2 things I'm going to give away this time, and good luck to all of you. Just leave me a comment with those keywords. And then again, don't forget, you need to be 18 so you can legally give me your address. Don't say free, giveaway, prize, any of those words that attract the trolls that we don't want. And that'll do it. So you guys have an absolutely fantastic day. I will see you later. Stitch happy, my friends. Okay, bye.